Hello everyone. In this video lecture I am going to discuss three-phase induction motor. We will see the working principle and construction of three-phase induction motor. This is the most important topic of Unit 3 and the most common type of AC motor. It is used throughout the work today, and you can find induction motor at any industrial places or at any simple workshop. Applications of three-phase induction motor varying from half kilowatt to thousand of kilowatt in numerical value. So you can take an idea that how it's important for a rotating motion. Its ranges varies from half kilowatt to thousand of kilowatts. They are found everywhere, even at a small workshop to a large manufacturing industry. Now the advantages of three-phase AC induction motor. There are various advantages like simple in design, robust or rust in construction, reliable operation, low initial cost, easy operation and simple maintenance, simple control gear for starting and speed control, and high efficiency. These are the most important points for the most popular induction motor. This is a AC type of motor. In Unit 3 we have to study DC motors as well as the AC motor. In AC motor, induction motor is most popular, and the reason behind the popularity is these ones: the beauty and advantages of the induction motor. Three-phase induction motors are constructed into two major types. The first is squirrel cage induction motors and the second is slip ring induction motors. In your syllabus you have to study both types of induction motors. So now let us start with the squirrel cage induction motors. As you know, there are two important parts of motors. The first is called a stator. The first diagram is stator and the second is rotor. It is called a stator because it is a stationary part, not moving part, not revolving part, while the rotor is a part of motor which involves in the rotating. So now let us see the figure A, that is the stator part. The stator or the stationary part consists of three-phase winding held in place in the slots of a laminated steel core which is enclosed and supported by a cast iron or a steel frame as shown in this first diagram. Since it is a three-phase, so the phase windings are placed 120-degree electrical distance and may be connected in either a star or delta externally, for which 6 leads are brought out to a terminal box mounted on the frame of motor. When the stator is energized from the three-phase voltage, it will produce a rotating magnetic field in the stator core. Means the function of three-phase winding of stator is to produce a rotating magnetic field in the stator core. Now let us see the rotor part. Diagram B. The rotor of a squirrel cage motor contains no winding. There is no winding on the squirrel cage rotor. Instead, it is a cylindrical core constructed of steel laminations with conductor bars mounted parallel to the shaft and embedded near the surface of the rotor core. You can see here the winding, stator slot, stator core, winding, frame, all are indicated in this diagram. Now these conductor bars are short circuited by an end rings at both ends of the rotor core. In large machines, these conductor bars and the end rings are made up of copper with the bars welded to the end rings, as you can see here. In small machines, the conductor bars and end rings are sometimes made of aluminum with the bars and rings cast as a part of the rotor core. Actually, the entire constructions, that is bars and end rings, resembles a squirrel cage, from which the name is derived for this type of rotor. Now the second type of motor is slip ring induction motors. The first one is squirrel cage induction motor because the types of rotor is squirrel cage type. Similarly, slip ring induction motor, if you see the construction of stator, the construction of slip ring induction motor is exactly similar to the construction of squirrel cage induction motor. There is no difference between squirrel cage and slip ring motors. So stator construction is same. Now let us see the construction of rotor for the slip ring induction motor. The rotor of the slip ring induction motor is also cylindrical or constructed of lamination. Squirrel cage motor have a rotor with short circuited bars, whereas slip ring motors have wound rotors having 3 windings, each connected in a star. The windings in this type of rotor is made of copper wire. The terminals of the rotor windings of the slip ring motors are brought out through slip rings, which are in contact with stationary brushes, as you can see here. There is a stationary brushes connected to the slip ring. The advantages of the slip ring motor is it has susceptibility to speed control by regulating rotor resistance, high starting torque of 200 to 250% of full load value, and low starting current of the order of 250 to 350% of the full load current. These are major advantages of slip ring motor. Now, to understand clearly, in next lecture we will see comparison of squirrel cage and slip ring motor. Thank you.